Good morning, students. Today we are starting with chapter 12, Biotechnology and its applications. Now, in the previous chapter, we have studied that how biotechnology deals with industrial scale production of pharmaceuticals and genetically modified microbes, fungi, plants, animals, etc. So the applications of biotechnology includes diagnostic, therapeutics, vaccines. In agricultural field also we can see various plants, farms, food processing, etc. Environmental biotechnology in cleaning, bioremediation, providing preventing environmental problems. Then in forensic biotechnology, in the paternity test, scientific investigations, and in industrial microbiology for energy production and for new materials. So we'll be studying in this chapter various applications of biotechnology. Now, topics to be covered in this chapter are biotechnological applications in agriculture, in medicine, genetically engineered insulin, gene therapy, molecular diagnosis, transgenic animals, and in the later half of the chapter we'll be studying about the various ethical issues related to biotechnology. Now, in the introduction part of biotechnology and its applications, we know that applications of biotechnology, they are in therapeutics, diagnostics, genetically modified crops, processed food, bioremediation, waste treatment, and energy production. Now, apart from this, there are three critical research areas which are included in biotechnology. These are providing best catalyst in the form of improved organisms, usually a microbe or a pure enzyme, creating optimal conditions through engineering for a catalyst to act, and third is downstream processing technology to purify the protein or organic matter. All these processes we have already discussed in the previous chapter. Now, there are three options that can be thought when we talk about biotechnology in agricultural sciences. We know there are three options that can help in increasing the food production. These are agrochemical based agriculture, organic agriculture, and genetically engineering crops based agriculture. Now, here in this we'll mention about green revolution. Now, green revolution, we know that it has helped in tripling the food supply, but it was not enough to feed the growing human population. So increased yields, they are due to the use of improved crop varieties, but mainly due to the use of better management practices and use of agrochemicals. Agrochemicals are fertilizers and pesticides. But farmers in the developing world, it is for farmers in the developing world, agrochemicals, they are very expensive, and they increase in the yield with the existing varieties. They are not possible using conventional breeding. So is there any alternate path that our understanding of genetics can show so that farmers can obtain maximum yield from their fields? Or is there a way to minimize the use of fertilizers and chemicals so that their harmful effects on the environment are reduced? So use of genetically modified organisms, crops, is also the possible solution. So plants, bacteria, fungi, animals whose genes have been altered by manipulating, they are called as genetically modified organisms. Now, genetically modified plants, they have also been useful in many ways. We'll be studying about genetical modifications, how they have helped the plants. We'll mention about Bacillus thuringiensis also. Bacillus thuringiensis is a bacterium, BT. BT is for short, and BT toxin is produced by the bacterium Bacillus thuringiensis. We'll be studying about this in the pest resistant plants. Now, genetically modified plants, when we talk about how we can modify the plants according to our own needs, So there are top 10 genetically modified foods which are shown in this picture. These are corn, golden rice, soya, cottonseed, canola, papaya, squash, sugar beets, potatoes and tomatoes. So in genetically modified plants, they are useful in many ways. Genetically modified plants, these are they have genetical modification has made the crops more tolerant to abiotic stresses like cold, drought, salt, heat, etc. We have more sturdy plants. They have also reduced reliance on chemical pesticides, like pest resistant crops we can make by genetical modifications. They help to reduce the post-harvest losses. They increase efficiency of mineral usage by plants. This prevents early exhaustion of fertility of the soil. And the last is the enhanced nutritional value of food. For example, golden rice, उसमें विटामिन ए ऐड कर दिया है, ठीक है. विटामिन ए एनरिच्ड राइस इज द गोल्डन राइस विच इज प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय जेनेटिकल मॉडिफिकेशन. Now, in addition to these uses, genetical modification has been used to create tailor-made plants to supply alternate resources to industries in the form of starches, fuels and pharmaceuticals. And some of the applications of biotechnology in agriculture we'll study in detail are the production of pest-resistant plants, which could decrease the amount of pesticides used. So Bt toxin is produced by the bacterium Bacillus thuringiensis. You can see here in the picture of Bacillus thuringiensis, Bt for short. Now Bt toxin gene has been cloned from the bacterium and has been expressed in plants to provide resistance to insects without the need for insecticides. In effect, created a biopesticide. For example, there are Bt cotton, Bt corn, rice, tomato, potato and soybean, as we have seen in the previous slide. So when we talk of Bt cotton, now here you can see there are some strains of Bacillus thuringiensis, a bacterium, which produce proteins that kill certain insects, beetles, diaterans, lepidopterans, diaterans like flies and mosquito, and Bacillus thuringiensis forms protein crystals during a particular phase of their growth, and these crystals contain a toxic which is called as insecticidal protein. Now, why does this toxin not kill the bacillus? Actually, the Bt toxin protein exists as an inactive prototoxin. It is in the inactive state, but once an insect ingests this inactive toxin, it is converted into an active form of toxin due to the alkaline pH of the gut, which solubilizes the crystal. So activated toxin binds to the surface of the midgut epithelial cells and create pores that cause cell swelling and lysis, and later on death of the insect. Specific Bt toxin genes were isolated from Bacillus thuringiensis and incorporated into the several crop plants such as cotton. Here you can see the picture of the cotton plant. So the choice of the genes depends upon the crop and the targeted pest, as most Bt toxins are insect group specific. So the toxin is coded by a gene CRY, CRY. Now there are a number of them. For example, the proteins encoded by the gene CRY1AC and CRY2AB control the cotton bollworm, and that of CRY1AB controls corn borer. So this is how Bt cotton, which is a pest resistant plant which is being produced with the property of this Bacillus thuringiensis bacterium, is very remarkable genetically modified plant produced as a result of this new technology, that is biotechnology. Thank you for today.